Hi, I'm Mixter B, and this is Silly Tilly's Valentine by Lillian Hoban. I think she's going to get a lot of Valentines. But she's silly, so we're going to find out why she's so silly about it. So, it's Valentine's Day, Silly Tilly was baking cupcakes. Ring, ring, the telephone rings. Good morning, Tilly Mole, said Mr. Bunny. Did you remember what today is? Oh, dear, said Tilly. I forgot to remember. It's kind of hard to remember when you forget to remember. That's silly right away. Well, today is a special day, said Mr. Bunny. Look out the window, and you will see. Silly Tilly looked out the window. It's snowing. Is snow going to remind you that it's Valentine's Day? Probably not, cried Tilly. It is a special day, just right for making a snowman. Snow is nice, said Mr. Bunny, but it's not what I meant. I will see you later. He hung up. So she's looking out at the snow, and he called her. He's like, oh, I better go and remind her. Maybe if I go outside, I will remember why it is a special day today, said Tilly. Then I will know what Mr. Bunny means. Tilly put on her boots and her coat. So she's getting all ready, and she's going outside to try to remember what day it is today. She opened the front door. Swoosh! The wind swirled around the snow around her. Goodness, said Tilly, I forgot how cold the snow is. I need a scarf and mittens. Tilly put on her scarf and mittens. Don't forget to bundle up nice and warm when you guys go outside, because the cold can be really dangerous. Tilly went out in the snow. Wherever she looked, everything was white. The bushes in the garden were white. The trees were white. The path was white. The mailbox at the end of the path was white, but something in the mailbox was bright red. Oh, cried Tilly, that looks special. Maybe that's what Mr. Bunny meant. So she's walking along, and it's all white, but there's a Valentine poking its head out. Tilly ran down the path to the mailbox. Swish! She slipped. Ow, that sounds painful. Plop, she fell down. Oh, dear, said Tilly. I forgot to remember how slippery snow is. You've got to remember to be very careful when it comes to snow and ice. Tilly lay flat on her back. The wind blew the snow around her. Snow fell on her face. This sprinkled her glasses. Goodness, said Tilly, it's snowing so hard I can't see a thing. And she's already pretty blind in the daytime, so now it's going to even be blinder. Just then Mr. Mail Mole came to deliver some valentines. Tilly, he called. Why are you laying on the snow? Are you making snow angels? Tilly blinked her eyes, but she could not see. Oh, that's not good. That's probably very cold, because she's not planning on making snow angels, is she? Is that you, Mr. Mail Mole? She asked. I can't remember why I'm lying in the snow, but I don't want to make snow angels. I want to make a snowman. Was that why she came outside? No, that's silly. That's not why she came outside. Oh, good, said Mr. Mail Mole. Wait, and I will help you. He tried to stuff the valentines in Tilly's mailbox, but there was no room. See, she got even more valentines in her mailbox. She has a lot of friends. That's really nice. Mr. Mail Mole put Tilly's valentines down in the snow. I'm ready, he said. He started to roll a snowball. We will need a big snowball for the snowman's bottom, he said. Ooh, it's going to be a nice big snowman. That's very nice. We will need a carrot for his nose, said Tilly. Tilly ran into the house to get a carrot. Is that where she's supposed to go? No, she was heading for the mailbox, so I think she's going the wrong direction. But she could not see, and the wind blew her around and round. She forgot where she was going. She ran toward the mailbox instead. Suddenly the wind blew Tilly's valentines up out of the snow and into the air. The red hearts and pink hearts swirled over Tilly's head. It looks like it's snowing valentines. Isn't that gorgeous? Very pretty. Oh, cried Tilly, how lovely! Colored snowflakes. I will put them on the snowman before they melt. Tilly hurried to pick up the snowflakes. She's running all over to get all the valentines. But she could not see, so she bumped into the mailbox. Is that you, Mr. Mailmole? She asked the mailbox. Help me put these snowflakes on the snowman before they melt. So now she's putting them back into the mailbox. She is a little silly, isn't she? Tilly, where are you? Called Mr. Mailmole. He went up the path to her house and knocked on the door. So now he's all the way up to the house. The snowman is finished, and he needs the carrot for his nose, he called. Oh dear, I forgot to remember the carrot, cried Tilly. Yep, but she has a snowflake that looks a lot like a Valentine to go on the snowman. Just then Mr. Bunny came hopping down the road. I will tell you what else you forgot, he said. You forgot this. And he's coming along, and he's like, Mr. Bunny pulled a big red heart out of the mailbox. I made this for you, and I wrote a poem in it. So he's coming, and he's showing her the Valentine that was in her mailbox, because he knew she hadn't checked the mail. Oh, my goodness, said Miss Tilly. A Valentine, that's what I forgot. I forgot to remember it's Valentine's Day. I didn't make you a Valentine for you. Tilly started to sniffle. That's all right, Tilly, Mr. Bunny. He took out his handkerchief and wipe your nose. Oh, she feels bad. It feels bad when you forget to give a Valentine's card for somebody who gave you one and they're your friend. Tilly wiped her eyes. She wiped her snow from her glasses. She could see. She read the poem with her eyes. The poem said, roses are red, violets are blue, honey is sweet, and so are you. That's beautiful, Mr. Bunny, she cried. Thank you. These are for you, too, said Mr. Bunny. He picked all the red and pink valentines out of the snow. Lots of valentines, like I said. There was one from Mr. Chipmunk, and one from Mr. Field Mouse, and one from Mr. Woodchuck, and one from... Ooh, lots and lots and lots of them, aren't there? Knock, knock, knock. Mr. Mailmole banged on Tilly's door. Tilly, he called, are you there? I smell something burning. Oh, my goodness, cried Tilly. I just remember. I didn't forget Valentine's Day. I baked Valentine's cupcakes. Ooh, I hope she didn't burn them too bad. Tilly ran into the house and into the kitchen and opened the oven. I hope they're yummy. A good Valentine's cupcake sounds good. They were heart-shaped cupcakes, all golden brown and beautiful. It's all right, said Tilly. Just some crumbs burnt. Tilly iced the cupcakes with pink icing. Ooh, don't they look yummy? Yeah, they look really pretty. Mr. Mailmole and Mr. Bunny took turns licking the ice bowl clean. Then they each had a Valentine's cupcake. Yum, yum, yum. And Mr. Mailmole promised to deliver the rest of Tilly's cupcakes to all her friends for Valentine's Day. It's a good thing Mr. Mailmole was there to help her finish all of her deliveries. I hope you guys have a good Valentine's Day. Stay warm.